What's up, guys? Back here, Dragon Quest Stars. Let's talk about what's going on in the game. There's so many events going on. Dragon Quest 3 banner is up. Dragon Quest 3 dungeon is up. We have a special upgrade hallway. We have monster mob events. So much stuff is going on. What should you focus on right now? Well, there's a very, very clear thing that is just by far the best event to do with your stamina and your time in the game, and it is the upgrade hallway. So click on the upgrade hallway, and this is going to be able to upgrade your gear, and it's also going to give you a lot of EXP, because in these dungeons there's one for equipment upgrade, there's one for ability upgrade, there's one for spell upgrade. So doing these dungeons will get you the corresponding items. So we are currently right now, it's time for the ability upgrade hallway. So we're going to go ahead and click on this one, or we could wait 57 minutes, and then we would be in the spell upgrade hallway. But we're going to go ahead and do abilities because we want abilities. And you'll notice that you have 3 different missions. So depending on how strong your characters are, is going to be the missions that you want to do. And also for the last one, you need 40 stamina. You can do these once a day for free. So make sure that you do every single one of these missions once a day for free. All of the different types. So the ability, the spell, the weapon, and armor upgrade one. You can do each one of those dungeons once a day. But they're only available for about like 3 hours or so. Every 3 hours they rotate out. So we're able to defeat the level 48 one, and as you play a couple days in this game, you're probably going to get strong enough where you can beat the level 48 one. It's not a very difficult mission at all. So we're going to go ahead and run through this. Don't need any food, but if you are weak and you need some extra power, make sure that you use some food items to buff up your stats. And so this is not only an amazing spot for these upgrade items, but there's a very high chance of actually getting liquid metal slimes in here. You also get a naturally insane amount of EXP in these dungeons. So even without getting the liquid metal slime, you'll get a ton of EXP points. Plus all of these upgrade items, which you're going to need to increase your character's strength and power. So there is 3 battles in the missions. You have chances both times to get a liquid metal slime. So unfortunately, we did not get a liquid metal slime here in the first 2 encounters, which means, no special bonus EXP. But it's still okay. We're going to get a ton of EXP here. You notice the monsters, they don't have that much health, so you can kind of just run over them. You don't need to be that high of a level to do this. And then the boss here is really nothing special. He doesn't have that much health. If you are a newer player and you are just starting the game out, you're definitely going to want to be a little bit more mindful of doing combos together. You just saw a combo 2. That happens when you use skills in succession. So you're going to want to charge up all your character's skills and then spam them all together within like a few seconds of each other. So you can see once he gets to his red HP gauge, his last HP gauge, he gets anger. So you do not want to get him into anger and then let him do his big AoE kaboom. That will hurt your whole party a good amount of damage. But you can see we easily crushed him. And look at that experience points. 8,222 experience points for just beating the dungeon. It did cost 40 stamina to do. But, like I said earlier, there is a very high chance of getting a liquid metal slime. Or 2. I've actually gotten 2 in a dungeon before. And that can bring your experience points all the way up to almost 20,000 points. That is an insane amount of experience. And these rewards are very, very good. These are going to increase your spell abilities. So you can see we have 4-star ones, we have 3-star ones, and a little bit of gold. So these dungeons are by far the best thing to do currently in the game with your stamina. next up, so we're out of stamina now. What we want to do is we want to do all the other dungeons. You get 1 free entry a day. So we want to go into the other dungeons and start doing the other dungeons. So we've already done this one, so it costs stamina. We've already done this one, it costs stamina. Already done this one. So it looks like we've already done all our dungeons there. If you've already done your single player missions, you can also do multiplayer missions once a day for free. And then you can always join a party. Yep, so it looks like we've done all these. So let's jump into the multiplayer. Let's recruit a team, because I know I haven't done these. And you'll see it gives you a couple of missions. So we have the Dragon Quest III, we've got the monster mobs. And you'll notice it says play for 0 stamina. So you want to do these at least once a day because it's completely free. Doesn't require any stamina whatsoever. And even the lower level ones you want to do just so other people can help finish off these quests and get these achievements. You don't have to put food, but food will get you luck. So if we go to confirm food and we put in like a slime cake or a slime cone, if everyone puts in one different one of these guys, of the corresponding items, so if everyone puts in one of the slime cakes, then you will get a special bonus. You do have to be a little careful. So like for on the slime cones, the metal one, the metal slime cream here, it does not combo together. This one combos together with itself. So if everyone puts a metal slime cream on, then they will get a massive EXP bonus. I believe it's 300% instead of those 3%. So we're going to go ahead and be like, hey, put a slime thingy on. I'm going to see if the guy has a thing. And if not, you just, as the party leader, you go ahead and kick them out and get someone that does do it. Now, as the game has progressed a few weeks in, most people, they understand what you're trying to do. And most people just put a slime item on regardless. So if you're doing like a super low level, like a level 10, I wouldn't waste my slime items. But the nice thing is that once you do combo together, you get a lot of extra bonuses. So you get a lot of extra luck, you get more items, which then in turn gives you like slime cake. So if you click on confirm food, you can see here, and you can see the green little icons down there. That's the bonus for having all of the same types of food. So we're making a super cake. So we're going to go ahead and confirm. So always try to do the slime combo bonus if other people are trying to do it. If you don't do it, most likely they will kick you out of the party. If it is on the super low levels, I don't even really bother. A lot of times in the super low levels, people will go right away. Like all you need is one other person to do multiplayer. So if one other person joins the party, you can just start the game right away. And then your 2 other NPC characters will join you guys and you'll have access to them. And you can get the rewards twice. So you can play solo and get the rewards for the stages. And then you can also play multiplayer and get the rewards for the stages. Multiplayer will also get you a lot of gems. It says you can get like 13,000 gems by meeting up with different players in multiplayer. So multiplayer is a really, really great aspect. And it is definitely where the higher challenges come from. Because when you're controlling all 4 characters, you have more freedom and flexibility. But when you're in a multiplayer game, you have to rely on others to do, smart moves and tactics. That can be painful and frustrating at sometimes, but it also leads to some really, really good epic battles, and you get to see other characters and how they've created their characters, designed them, the appearances, the looks, the skills, the abilities. It's just a really cool experience. And you can see we have a party of 4 completely unique design characters. They all look pretty cool. So we'll finish this up. We'll show you all the rewards. And when you are playing multiplayer like this, make sure that you do smash those pots and barrels. You will find pots and barrels in the background when you are walking. A lot of times I get lazy, and since I normally am playing auto on the solo player, I kind of forget about the pots and barrels, but it's very important. Every item that you collect in multiplayer is actually given to every single player. So every pot that you see is very valuable. And so if everyone in the party would collect those pots, because each person sees different things, that's just a lot of rewards that everyone can get. So it's just a good thing to always smash those pots and barrels. Oh no, we lost one of our party members. So hopefully he comes back, because if he does not come back, we don't get his luck bonus. So everyone has a amount of luck for their character, and then they're getting a kind of like a new player bonus right now, which is like 50 luck. And the more luck that you have at the end is just like you get bonus treasure chests. So I do want to touch on real quick. So we did a review of the Dragon Quest III banner and the pools, and like the banner didn't look very good to me. Hey, we got someone coming back. The banner didn't look very good to me, but I did the Dragon Quest III boss at level 80 or 82, the max level solo, and yeah, he killed us. We couldn't kill the boss, and he confused us quite a bit. So the confusion guard is very, very important. I don't think it's mandatory. I think that you're able to beat that boss without getting any of the featured items in the banner. I think you just have to be a little bit more strategic. You definitely want to equip accessories that will restrict the confusion. So there's some accessories that you can craft that will get you confusion resistance. And you definitely want to have that on all your characters in single player. And then multiplayer, you want to make sure that your character has that on there, because you do hit your other teammates when you are confused. At a certain chance, it's not every single time, but at a certain chance, when you're confused, you will smack one of your own teammates, and it's very painful. Not only don't you get your turn, but you're hurting your own team. You're locked out of skills and abilities. It's not a pleasant feeling, and that can definitely wreck your whole team. Overall, that's kind of my favorite part of this game so far, is that there are challenging opponents, challenging bosses to fight. So I like the difficulty level that they have so far. A lot of the stuff is fairly easy, but when you get into like the highest content, it is challenging. Another note too, there is also items that you can use to help yourself with confusion and status effects. So make sure when you're playing multiplayer that you equip a well-balanced set of items. I would always say make sure that you have a resurrection leaf, a Yggdrasil leaf. It's always nice to have a resurrection on hand. And then depending on what the boss does, you want to customize your item palette so that you're better prepared to take on the boss. So for example, in this one, this boss is super easy. We don't really need to use any items or anything like that. But if this was a level 80 boss, we might need to actually think about what items we have on our palettes, in our bag, and think more strategically about when we're using these items, defending more, when we're using our skills. The tactics definitely evolves when you fight harder enemies. And I do love the little emojis. Can't lie. See, look, we got a whole bunch. of items here. We got a couple of the cakes back. 5-star gear. So the 5-star gear that you do get in the multiplayer and these special events, you can also get them in single player. They are pretty much cosmetic type gear. You don't really want to use them. If you don't have anything else, look at that. We got a whole bunch of cakes. So the food effect gave us 60 additional luck, which guaranteed that we got 4 treasure chests, and we got 4 cakes out of that. So, like, pretty much the cakes paid for themselves. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Have fun. As always, be safe.